Throughout history, there are leaders who are remembered for their conquests, but there is one leader who is remembered for something far greater: his character. His name echoes across centuries, not just in the East, but in the hearts of the West as well. This is the story of a man who changed the rules of warfare itself. In the year 11 military man, a child was born, but young Saladin chose a different path. He spent his youth with his nose in books, studying philosophy, mathematics, and the teachings of his faith. While other boys learned to fight, he learned to think. Little did anyone know, this scholar would one day command armies that would reshape the commander of Egypt. By 1169, SALADIN had risen to become the Military kingdoms, each fighting the other. The Crusaders from Europe had carved out their own territories. Saladin saw clearly what others could not. Division was death, and unity was survival. He made a decision that would take 20 years to accomplish. He would unite the Islamic world under one banner. On the satyring afternoon of the combined Crusader armies, knights, soldiers, and nobility from any European world for the first time. The Crusaders were confident. They had never lost a major battle. But what unfolded that day was not a battle. It was a masterclass in military strategy. Saladin's forces forcibly surrounded them. The myth of Crusader invincibility died that afternoon. 90 days later, Saladin stood before the gates of Jerusalem. This was the holy city that the Crusaders nearly a century before. They had slaughtered 70,000 people when they took it. The city trembled at Saladin the dream image, expecting the same horror. But what had amni to words of inside inside those walls? Christians, Muslims, Jews, all were promised safety. He ordered his soldiers to protect the holy sites, not to dislocate them. He showed mercy when he could have shown vengeance. In that moment, he did something the Crusaders had failed to do. He proved that Islam meant compassion. He proved that a true leader conquers not just with the sword, but with the character that wields it. Word of Saladin's mercy spread across Europe like wildfire. Kings and knights who had expected cruelty were stunned by his nobility. They never fought each other directly. The English had something as equals, two warriors who understood as Barbara came to lead the code of honor. That had never happened before. That would rarely happen again. Saladin died in 1193, just 6 years after his greatest triumph.
His treasury was nearly empty. He had spent his wealth on his armies and his people. He left no dynasty, no kingdom that would last. But he left something far valuable would be spoken with reverence for 800 years. He left a lesson that power without honor is just tyranny, and that the greatest victories are not won with swords, but with the